What's up, folks? Johnny Lee Reinoso here with Don't Admire, Acquire. Hope you're doing well. Hey, have you ever, at the end of a summer, sat down and thought about what you actually did that summer, right? Especially for students that are out there, high school students, college students, and even young professionals, young families, older families. I don't really care the age, but really at the end of a season, especially a summer, many of us tend to sit back and start thinking a little bit about what did I do this past summer, right? And yeah, maybe it's a little vacation, a little bit of family time here or there, a little traveling, right? Now that the world's opening back up after this kind of post-pandemic world, maybe some international travel, right? And kudos to you for doing that, because I believe firmly that traveling is very important, especially, if you have a family, young kids, you get a different perspective of what's out there. And it's good to show the world to everyone, right? But going back to this, have you ever just sat back at the end of the summer and thought, gosh, what did I do? What did I accomplish, right? Because summer tends to be a time where we have some downtime. And at the end of the summer, after speaking to a few students last year at the end of their summer, and now as we're entering this summer, I started realizing that there's a common denominator that a lot of students feel upon returning, or a lot of young professionals feel upon entering that fall time frame, which is this overwhelming feeling of I didn't quite do anything productive, right? I mean, you could have continued your work, right? If you're a young professional, you might have continued your work, right, and done other things. But I didn't quite do anything to raise the bar. So they went from having this highly productive environment, right, during the school year, right? You got classes, you got, your exercise, you got your routines, you got your friends, you got all this busyness. And now comes summertime. And yes, we want to default to this. Let's relax for a little bit. Let's go out and party. Let's go crazy. And I get it. I wanted to speak to you, especially if you have a lot of downtime here going into the summer months, or whatever period in your life, right? When you're going through downtime, when you have a period of time where you have idle time for yourself, you really need to challenge yourself and adopt these 4 key things that if you follow, you will come out on top of your game. Okay, let's get right to it. The first one. You guys have heard me say this many times. It's worth repeating, and I'm going to repeat it as much as I can until the day I die. Okay, first thing that you need to do. This is something you could do immediately. This is something that doesn't require a lot of money. This is something that doesn't even require a lot of time. But this is something that if you do consistently, I'm telling you right now, okay, for all the success that I've been able to attain thus far, it comes from this one habitual thing that I do consistently, which is adopt the habit of reading, okay? Challenge yourself every day. Read 30 minutes a day, okay? Read 30 minutes a day. These are all books that just came in that I plan on reading when? Not for the next several months. No, I plan on reading 2 or 3 books a month. Why? Because I'm committed to attracting, to attaining, but more importantly, to acquiring all the necessary skills, ideas, and things that'll help me win in the game of business, in the game of life, in the game of sales, okay? So, read. Folks, it's very simple. Spend some time, 30 minutes a day, and read. Read things that'll help elevate your game. If you're a student and you're seeking to become a marketing executive, pick up some marketing books. Success leaves clues, okay? Don't just wait for school time, okay, to be challenged to read and improve. No, pick up a couple great marketing books. Read some white papers. Read some case studies, right? Interesting things that might fall into the space that you're looking. You want to be a psychologist, pick up some psychology books, okay? You want to be a teacher, pick up some books about teaching, about child psychology, about child behavior. You want to be a mechanic, pick up some books about the mechanic world, which I know nothing about. But here's the deal. Success leaves clues. You do not need to reinvent what's out there. I guarantee you that 95% of what you want to achieve in life, someone has already achieved it. So all you need to do is invest the time to find out who, okay, and get those blueprints so that you can become very successful. Get ahead of the game. Don't just wait for the school semester to start for you to pick up the habit of reading. Number 2, intern, okay? Get an internship in the space that you want to be in. All right? You want to be a teacher? Go become a counselor this summer, okay? You want to be a personal trainer? Go work part-time at a local YMCA or a gym, even if you're just picking up the racks. See what people are doing. Understand the behaviors. What makes one successful versus the other. You want to be a mechanic? You want to be in the automotive business? Ask if they have any internships at your local dealerships, even if it's just sweeping the floors. Because when you're around that environment, it becomes real. When you're around that environment, you'll start picking up clues and what others are doing that makes them that much more successful. Get into the space that you want to be in, and you'll find yourself growing in that area. Number 3 is you want to train. Train what? Train in all areas. You want to train physically, stay healthy and stay in shape, because mind, body, spirit is very important. In order for you to become the best in the space that you want to be in order for you to retain the best information as you continue to learn, you need your body to feel very well. So on a physical perspective, you want to train and stay healthy, right? Especially if you're a student athlete, you want to train in the summer. The other training is pick up some online courses. Not school-related, credit-driven courses. I'm talking industry-specific courses. You want to be in marketing? Pick up a digital marketing course online. There's a ton of them, okay? You want to be in sales? Pick up a sales training course online. Invest $90, $100, $200, and you'll get these courses that will come to you at your pace. You can manage when you want to consume the information, and you'll find yourself being ahead of the game. You want to be in whatever it is that you want to be in, find online training or find a local place that has the training, maybe in person, and do it. Invest in yourself. I mean, I just don't get it. People want to be the best at this or the best at that. They want to do this, they want to do that, but they're not willing to put in that time. Folks, I'm here to tell you, I'm living proof of it. I see it every day with my clients. It's real. Invest in yourself and train, okay? Because think about it. If you're a sophomore or junior or even a senior and you're going to go in or going to go into senior year now and finish college, what separates you from every other person who got that 4-year degree in that area where you're graduating with, okay? A BSc in business administration, okay? What separates you from everyone else who graduates with that degree? What separates you? So if you and I graduate from, let's say, FAU with a bachelor's in science and business administration, okay? What separates you and me besides age, gender, whatever? Experience? Say it again. Experience. Experience. I recently hired a professional here in my firm, C-Level Partners. I recently hired somebody who within their resume, guess what they listed? That they're an autodidact, which that was very, very attractive to me. So I said, okay, so you're a self-learner, you're somebody who loves to learn a lot. I said, tell me a little bit about what you read. 4 books a month, and he listed every single book he's read so far this year. Guess what? He didn't go for an interview number 2, an interview number 3, an interview number 4. He went from interview number 1 to my desk to hired. Okay? That's how it works. That's what separated him. He also was a graduate. I had other 25, 30 other resumes with graduates. What separated him? That. Something that he decided to do, okay? And that's absolutely important. So we got read, we have intern somewhere, train. Now last one, very important. Elevate. What does that mean? Improve, increase what? Your environment. Your environment. If you left to go to college, or you've been away for a few years, you come back this summer, and you're going to fall back into that circle of influence that is not uplifting, that is not empowering, that is not going to raise you up, that is not going to challenge your standards, that is not going to help you increase and raise the bar, get away from there. I read a great book called Atomic Habits. He quotes in there something that stuck with me forever, and I love this saying. Your environment is the invisible hand that shapes you. Repeat it again. The invisible hand that shapes you. Why the hell would you put yourself from a high-performing, high-productive environment at your university, come home and find yourself possibility of success? You don't want to do that. So when you come home, elevate. Elevate what? Elevate your surroundings, okay? Don't hang out with those people if they're just going to lead you to the bar or lead you to do cocktails and drugs or who knows what else that you can do. Focus on what you're trying to accomplish. Recognize that we're all here in this world with a short limited time. We need to capitalize every moment and we need to win, okay? So 4 things to wrap up here. Number 1, read. Very easy, Very cheap. Pick up a book, get an audiobook, read immediately, okay? You want to do that. Trust me, you will not regret when you go back to school after this summer goes and you read 6, 7 books, okay? Number 2, you want to intern, okay? Find yourself an internship, even if it's just filing paper, sweeping the floor, whatever it is. If you're in that space that you feel like you want to be in when you graduate, trust me, you will not regret that as well. Get a job, get something within that environment. You're gonna love it. Number 3, you want to train. Train your body physically, train your body mentally, train your body emotionally. Train, okay? You wanna consistently challenge your body. Stay healthy, but also stay psychologically focused. Remember, your mindset is very important. So you wanna train yourself to be on point so you could constantly be winning in the game. And you want to elevate your environment. Folks, 4 critical things that I promise you, if you follow this summer, you will never regret what you've done. It'll only improve your game. Thank you for stopping by. Do me a favor, like, share, comment. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers.